Good morning students. As in previous video, revision was going on. Today also there will be revision, and the topic for revision is The Road Not Taken. It is a poem composed by an American poet, Robert Frost. I have taught you in this poem that the poet was standing in a yellow wood. It was called a yellow because students, in autumn season the leaves of plants and trees turn yellow in color, so that wood was called yellow. Robert Frost was standing at where two roads were diverged into different directions. Students, I have already told you that the roads refers to the choices that people choose in their life. Roads that we have to choose, the way that we have to adopt. I have told you that Robert Frost was standing at a point where two roads were diverged in different directions. He found that one had turned into bush undergrowth. He was standing there for a long time, and he was only one traveler. How he walked on both the roads? So he was feeling sorry. When he saw the second road, he thought that it was better than the first one, and it was wanted wear, means less people had travelled on it, and he took the second road. Students, both the roads were covered with leaves in the morning, and he thought that as the matter of walking people on those roads was equally, but he had adopted the second road. Students, the poet kept the first road, and he thought that he would come. He was in dilemma whether he would come another day to the first road to travel on it. Students, at last the poet was not happy. As he had said, I shall be telling this with a sigh. He had told in the last stanza. Sigh means to breathe in grief. He was not feeling happy. It means, as he had told, that after a long time when anybody would ask him whether he was happy with his choice, he would say with his sigh that there were two roads, and he adopted the second one that made the difference in his life. What was the difference? The choice that he had taken made him a poet, but he was not happy with this choice. Students, you have to revise the poem at home. Now see some thought as a type of where was the poet? Where was the poet? The poet was standing at a point where two roads were diverged in different directions. The poet was standing in a yellow at a point where two roads were diverged in different directions. Why was the poet sorry? The poet was sorry because he could not travel on both the roads, as he was only one traveler. Was the poet happy for his choice? No, the poet was not happy for his choice. Last stanza, first line, he has said that I shall be telling this with a sigh. it refers that he was not happy. In the students in this way, start and type questions will be asked in your exam, and you should revise your lesson, your poem again and again. Some more PDF. Now see the next chapter, that is the music part first. In this part first, you have studied that was, as you know that she was a Scottish girl, and she had lost her power of hearing. She had been deaf, but it was gradual deafness. Students, you have known that the story starts when she was waiting to Royal Academy of Music in London, and she was waiting for a train on underground platform. The story starts from this part. You have studied how she had lost her power of hearing, how she had been. First of all, she was not a deaf girl. It was gradual. Her deafness was gradual, you have known. You have studied when she was 8 years old, and she was sitting in his house. Her mother was also there, father was also. When she was waiting for playing piano, at that time she was 8 years old, and her mother called her by her name, but she did not reply. Then her mother and father had known that she was losing her power. Though she was going to the school, she was studying, but when she became 11 years old, you have studied students, then her marks were decreasing. She was decreasing her marks in exam, and the headmistress of her school called her parents and told that Evelyn Glennie could not study in that school because she was losing her power of hearing. She was going to be deaf. So it was better to them that they should take that girl, Miss Evelyn Glennie, to the school for and to use the devices that may help in hearing. When headmistress told this, her parents were hopeless, but Evelyn Glennie was not hopeless. She wanted to learn music. You have studied. Anyhow, she joined another school where music was taught, where deaf children were studying. But you know that ups and downs comes in life. The percussionist, the expert in playing music, playing musical instruments. Other percussionists, other experts of music, as they were playing different musical instruments, they encouraged Evelyn Glennie, but there was one percussionist named Ron Fox percussionist, encouraged Evelyn Glennie. Other teachers discouraged, but Ron Pope encouraged Evelyn Glennie. Why? He had spotted her potential. This was the reason. And he had given this instruction to her. What instruction? This instruction. Don't listen through your ears. Try to sense it some other way. Ram said. He had advised Evelyn Glennie not to listen through her ears, but try to sense it some other way. What was some other way? Vibration. When the musical instruments were played, because of their vibration, she should learn. As in the beginning of the story also we will study, when she was standing at the platform waiting for the train to go to Royal Academy of Music in London, she was feeling the vibration of the platform there. By the vibration, she could imagine, she could feel that the train was coming. The same thing here, Ron Pope said explained. He had advised that don't listen through your ears, try to sense it some other way. Since then, Evelyn Glennie tried her best. And she, as you have studied that, she had said that it was sheer determination and working hard. Hard work and sheer determination was there in her life. She thought that if a person determines to get something in his life and he is hard working, he can reach her determination. Students, she tried her best and learned music, and many awards she had got. First of all, students, she was playing musical instruments in orchestra. In orchestra group she was. Students, as she had performed well, and in Royal Academy of Music, when she had performed, so what happened then? In Royal Academy of Music, she scored one of the highest marks in the history of the academy. She was one of the students who had got the highest marks in that academy. Students, not only this, apart from giving performance in orchestra, she was also interested in solo performance. And students, she had learned how to play musical instruments and solo performance for 3 years. Students, after 3 years, when she showed her performance, you see, in solo performance, she got most of the top awards. She had got most of the top awards. Students, you can imagine how a deep girl Evelyn Glennie tried her best. She was getting such type of awards in her life. And students, in solo performance, as she had played musical instrument well, in 1991 she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society prestigious Soloist of the Year award. This award she had got in 1991. You have studied? At the website I have told you that the reason of her success was her hard work. And one more thing, determination. Just she had said herself. So students, if you are getting education, inspiration from this girl, you can also reach your goal. Students, short answer type question will be asked from this, like what was that age of Evelyn Gillies when her mother knew that she was losing her reasoning power, or other question, name the percussionist who encouraged Evelyn Gillies, or other question, in 1991 which award did Evelyn Gillies get? Such type of questions may be asked. The students, you should revise this lesson again and again at your home, so that you may write the answer of the questions asked in your exam. Some more short answer type questions I will send you in PDF. Further I will tell you next day. Thank you.